The Creative Metallix Bluetooth speaker adds features not found in other Bluetooth speakers that I've reviewed to make itself different while maintaining an affordable price. Thanks to Creative for sending this out to me to take a look at. Let's take a closer look. This speaker is pretty small. It's less in diameter than a standard US pop can and shorter as well, as you can see here. If I pull it in against the humble $20 bill, you can see here it's smaller in diameter and shorter as well. It's 66 millimeters in diameter and 72 millimeters tall. It's made of black plastic for the body here, although the top cover is metal and it's got this metal bezel, as well as the bottom here is a metal. On the bottom here it's got this piece of rubber, and this kind of makes it stick to most surfaces pretty well. It's not going to slide around, but it does pick up dirt, as you can see here. Weight comes in at 204 grams. The buttons on this, on the front here, are soft touch buttons like you'd normally see. You've got a microphone hole there for calls. Then you've got a power switch. This is a hard power switch, which is kind of a nice touch difference. You've got a mode button, you've got a 3/8 in, you've got the micro USB for charging and for FM radio, and then you've got a spot for a micro SD card to play audio. So how does it sound? Well, this is an upward facing speaker in the center, which I was afraid I'd not like, because when you're off center in a speaker, it generally suffers in sound quality. But with this one, it creates more of a bubble of sound. This is a small speaker, which means the bass isn't great, but its mids and highs are clear. The bass isn't muffled. It's just most of it's been EQ'd out, although for its size, it's okay. If you're a bass head, this isn't the best choice, although if you are, you're probably looking at bigger speakers anyways. However, I've really enjoyed using this for audio podcasts, YouTube, and watching some documentaries. The volume is surprisingly loud and clear at high volumes in a room that's about 25 by 25. I felt it was plenty loud. So let's take a little test and demonstrate the MP3 playing features of this. So this is full volume, and I still got the microphone lapel mic that I'm wearing. If I turn down the volume here to a more reasonable level and point it at my microphone, so obviously you can see there the sound quality. It's hard to capture on YouTube, but you know, it's not too bad. Back to the MP3 playback, when this is playing, you've got the play button here, you've got volume up, volume down. If you press and hold, you'll skip ahead. And if you want to look in different folders, you can press the plus, and it'll skip folders. For this size, it has a really impressive battery life. Creative lists 24 hours of playback time, and I found this to be ballpark accurate. I listened to this for between 1 and 2 hours a day for about 2 weeks, and this light only came on telling me to recharge it at the very end. This speaker doesn't auto power off though, which can be a good or bad thing depending on how you use it. I sometimes listen to a music or tablet but when I'm going to bed or watching a video quick, and I don't want to get up out of bed to shut off my speaker, so it's a plus and a con. This speaker has a lot of extra features too for its price range. It does a lot of things that the Anchor speakers that I've reviewed previously don't do at all, and that's regardless of the price. So one of the neat features this Bluetooth speaker has is FM radio, and you set it up here with the Bluetooth, with the charging wire in the charging port, and it comes with this normal USB, micro USB cable. And the very first time you use it, you press and hold the play button here for 2 seconds, and it does a scan of your channels, and it takes maybe a minute or two, and it maps out all the channels. And I've got one playing here. And what I can do is I can press and hold, and it'll skip to the next channel. And this is pretty neat. That's a neat feature, and it works reasonably well. Definitely look at the manual, because I had a little bit of a hard time with this at first. Make sure it was set up wrong. One thing I think that would be nice is if they had an app or something like that, maybe it announced the frequency so you knew where you were at. on the spectrum, it's a little bit hard to get a station you like dialed in. Of course, this speaker plays Bluetooth over your phone or your tablet, and that works great, no problems. It's easy to pair. One of the other neat things the speaker does is if you have two of these, you can link them together and play stereo. Now, I don't have two speakers to test that, but it's a cool feature, and I hope to see that on future Bluetooth speaker designs from all manufacturers. The Creative Metallix speaker is pretty impressive for its current price. At the time of filming, it's around $30 in the USA on Amazon. The best feature I'd say is the long battery playback life and extra features. Personally, I don't know that I'll use many of them, but I think I'll try to use the FM feature probably more than I think I will. The speaker pairing in stereo is something that I would use often if I had two of these speakers. It would increase the volume and increase the sound fidelity. Check out the description below for a link to it on Amazon and check it out. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.